What's going on, Arsenal fans? Welcome to another Arsenal transfer news. As the World Cup is going on, talking about the World Cup, there have been some good games and there have been some not so good games, you know what I mean? And as the World Cup is going on, Mikel Arteta and Gebata, they are working tirelessly behind the scene to make sure they get their target, especially the left winger. At least two players we are heavily linked with those players for the left wing, and also a midfielder to put some stability, in the midfield. Because the World Cup will end, the final is on the 19th of July, and the Premier League starts in August. So you have like short period of time for you to maybe go for preseason. I don't know how they're going to do it this year after the World Cup, but you have a short window to go for preseason, get the player ready, and get back to the season. There is no waste of time. There is no much time, room for even the player to rest. So no sooner you're out of the World Cup, get back to your team, start recovery, and start working for next season because you don't have a lot of time for resting or whatever. The season is going to kick off in August. So let's get into the transfer news today. We've been linked with Ayyoub Bouaddi. He's a very talented player. He's a Moroccan international and he is highly rated. He plays for Lille in the French league. He is 6'2". He's a giant in the midfield, and also he's currently 60 million euro, which is around like 51 million pound or 54, 55 million pound. I didn't do my calculation today, so but it's around that. He's contacted with Lille till June 2027. He's a highly sought out player. He's linked with Madrid. PSG also are heavily linked with him, and with Chelsea as well. So, and if you could remember, he was heavily linked with us as well. We could have signed him during the January transfer window, but the talk got stalled and we couldn't sign him during the transfer window. I thought in the World Cup yesterday against Brazil, he was very good. He won his battle, and this is his debut in the World Cup. So he's new, he's 18 years of age, and he has a lot to learn. You know what I mean? He didn't get some cut through passes, but he played really well, and I was really really impressed with him. So let's keep an eye on this one. Realistically, Mikel Arteta like him a lot, so I think it will happen. That's him right there. You know, and also Bradley Barcola is still heavily linked with Arsenal today again, and this is his profile, and I don't know, the talk between Bradley Barcola and PSG got stalled because they are trying to tie them to a new contract, but they are still in the process wherein they cannot agree on all the new contract terms. Like the new contract terms might be the number of years, the weekly salary, and other stuff. So they are in the contract negotiation, and it's stalled right now. Main stall, they are in a position wherein they are not in agreement with what the player wants compared to what the club wants. So let's keep an eye on this one as well. He's very sought out of, and I gave a profile of him I think the other day, and Liverpool are heavily linked with him. No more Salah right now. Liverpool are in transition with a new manager, and they are moving on from Musala. So they want someone to come and be take that left wing to give them a different format. So let's keep an eye on this. He got a lot of suitors right now. So, and we are also heavily linked in that race for him. That's him right there, Bradley Barcola. But all the other players are still like, we are still in talks with all the other players. Nico Williams also, we are still in talks with Atletico Madrid for a signature. And also the priority right now for Arsenal, I don't know why it's the priority, is Morgan Rogers to Arsenal. And Christos Solis is being monitored as well, and we are still heavily linked with him. Keep that one too. Also, Trossard is heavily linked with Besiktas. Uh, Either Trossard or Martinelli, I think one of them will definitely leave. And if we have Nico Williams or Barcola or whoever we have, the top winger we have on that side, I think one of them or both of them will definitely leave Arsenal. I'll prefer Martinelli because of his age and the amount of money we can get from him. But let's see what will happen. Like, who Arsenal will bring in him and who will definitely leave the club. Julian Timber has been ruled out of World Cup due to recurring groin injury. That's a sad part for Julian Timber. And also Kai Havertz, he played really well yesterday, I think. He scored 2 goals. That's part of the Arsenal watch. And I'll be bringing you, Arsenal player watch in the World Cup. Let's go Arsenal. Let's go and dominate the Premier League because the Premier League is about to start soon. Let's go Gunners.